In here before, I was once a teacher in this school. I think he had mentioned that. And therefore, when I study here, I am addressing my parents. Mwalimu George, who is here busy with these things, he was my student. And therefore, of course, nikitoka hapa jioni, lazima atatoa kitu. And he was a very good boy, by the way. But these days, I don't call him a boy. He can stone me. But thank you. He was a good gentleman. I was the CU patron then. I was the CU patron. He was my chair. And he was on fire, and he is still on fire. And God bless you, together with the others. And also Mwalimu Kamande is here. Yes, he was in the same class, or he was ahead of you? When we informed? Oh, that's good. You see, I've got so many products. I'm saying this so that those who are doubting me can now accept me. Because ninawaangalia naona wengine hata munaona kama huyu jamaa sijui aliyokota wapi na mwalimu. I'm also a parent like you, and therefore I will also be addressing you as a parent. Hata ingawa pengine watoto wenu ni wakubwa kuliko wangu. That could be the issue now. Lakini mnikubali kwa sababu ni mimi speaker. I am the speaker, although my boys or the girls may be smaller than yours, but you know I am the. Kwa hivyo mfanye nini? Musikize kile ninasema. I have 2 boys and a girl. My girl is in Form 4. It's important I mention that because I know I'm addressing some people here na ndio wanaongoza wengine hii maneno ya madharau. Na mtoto wako wa kwanza ndio kwa Form 2. Na wewe ndio unaambia wengine uwe kijana. My girl is in Form 4. I have a boy who passed through the school. He cleared the university. Sometimes now he is doing some other things with a certain institution in the US. He wants to be a data scientist. And I have my second born who also happens to have finished the university. Nimesema hiyo maneno yote kwa sababu ya wale wanaleta madharau hapa. Unajua nimesimama hapa nikawaangalia hata mimi nimewapima. Vile mnanipima hata mimi ninawapima pia. Na unajua tukianza hivyo hatutasaidiana, Mr. Deputy, hatutasaidiana. Unajua ni vizuri tusoeane. Si ni kweli? So, I'm a parent and I thank God that I'm talking to my fellow parents and may God bless you. We are in the best school. I'm saying we are in the best school in the Republic of Kenya. The reason why I say this is because this is where our child is. Our child is not in Alliance. Our child is not in Mangu. And I can confirm by the end of the year 2026, yes, that's when we are living. Can I confirm something, parents? Some of your sons will beat boys who are currently Form 2s in Alliance boys. They will beat them heads down when they are in Njiiri school. Schools don't pass. Schools don't pass. Students pass. Are we there? So even if you wanted to take him there na haukuwa na ule uwezo ama akakwambia watakupatia nafasi hawakukupatia, hebu tufanye Njiiri that school that we want. Are we there? Wasichana wengine wengi wakaenda Kenya High watashindwa na vijana wetu wakiwa Njiiri school in 2026. It's only a matter of encouraging these boys. Are we there? I left this place sometimes back. This is now 14 years since I left Njiiri High School. I wanted to do other things. I wanted to start teaching the universities and do my own consultancy work. Currently, I'm the director, Jubilee Counseling Center. And therefore, if you have issues on counseling, I did counseling psychology. So we are running a center. We are in Thika. You could actually call. Maybe after this, I hope I will remember to give you my numbers. Because sometimes there are issues, The issues may not be with you because I know you are good. You cannot have issues that will require counseling, but your neighbor can be referred. You understand what I'm talking about? I know I'm talking to what kind of parents. And may God bless you so much. I'm also an author. I have written some books. And these books, I love them. My first book to write is a book I did when I was actually here, 1 year before I left. The title is, Hey, Do Nothing, Be Nothing. Can you tell your neighbor, do nothing, be nothing? Hey, tell them again like you believe what we are saying. Do you want us to come here celebrating your sons in 2026? Kindly parents, let us do something about those grades. Grades are expensive. Let me start from that. Or at that point. Grades are very, in terms of time, energy, and financially. Finances are required. We must do something. Our time is required. We must do. Tell your neighbor again, do nothing, be nothing. I have another book here that I did. The title is actually a rhetoric question, and the title is Quit on a Child, Mpuze Mtoto. Quit on a child. There are so many of us here, you agree with me, there are parents who end up giving up on their children. Never give up on your child. I want to say this. I know as I stand here, I know there are some of the parents whose names will one day change. Na yule ambaye atafanya jina lako libadilike si mwingine ni mtoto wako. There is a mother here or a father. A day will come and they will call you Baba Engineer. I know I'm talking to a father, to an engineer here. I know the others who are going to become the doctors we are hearing about. Ama watoto wetu hapa ni wakora. Are they thugs? Si hawa ni watu ambao tuwe na maono wapendwa. Never quit on your child. Hata igawa anashindwa na wengine. Unajua wakati mwingine tunaona wanashindwa na wengine mpaka unaanza kumuuliza maneno mengine, kwa nini unashindwa na wengine? Kwanza wewe tuambie ulikuwaga na bagapi? Wewe unajua ni vizuri kuuliza. Wakati mwingine tunaigilia watoto sana. And the problem is nimekuja kugundua wazazi wote walikuwaga na bawani. Sasa hiyo ndio shida. Hata wewe si ulikuwaga na bawani? I understand these boys are 580. Can I tell you something, parents? Out of the 585, in the year 2026, one of them will lead them. Let us be honest. One of them will. That could be your son. One of them. But it's also important I bring some truth. I'm also a truthful person. One of them will be 585. 2026. Na usiniangalie vibaya, sijasema ni mtoto wako, nimesema mmoja. And the point I'm driving home is this. All of them cannot be number one, but all of them can pass. That's the message. Do you know this is possible for us to deliver these boys to the universities in 2026? From possession 1 to possession? Na wale ambao wanaona kama ninawaigiria. Let us be honest. Tuseme vile mnaniangalia, unajua nyinyi mlikuja hapa juzi. Tuseme saa hii hata nyinyi mtafanya exam saa hii. Na si exam gumu, hata si mathematics. Tufanye CRE ile ya kanisa. Unajua kanisa mnaenda kila wakati every Saturday na fellowship. Tufanye CRE ile form 1 walifanya. Form 1 si form 2, ile form 1 walifanya last term. Si zote tufanye saa hii. Mwalimu, unaweza kunipagia no you are CRE teacher. Unipagia hiyo karatasi ikuje. Si utafanya hiyo mtihani. Mngetaka ikuje ama isikuje? Isikuje. Now you understand why some of them are saying isifanye nini? Na niwaambie ukweli wa mambo, tukifanya hiyo exam saa hii, one of you will lead us. Na kuna uwezekano na yule pengine atatuongoza ni mwalimu wa CRE mahali anafundisha. Lakini ukweli wa mambo, kuna mmoja wenu atakuwa 585 ni wakoligia CRE ya form 1. But let me assume you are the last one, but you manage 60%, but the last one. Have you failed? So, we can have the last boy in 2026 being in a respectable Nabarast. Let us support these boys. Even when the boy is light at the bottom there, start with that boy. You know, I was trying to run away from this story, but let me tell you my own. In fact, I was trying to run away from this story. I am a product of motivation myself. That's why I like moving all over the country when I'm invited. Wakati nilikuwa pale nimeona nikiitwa Taita Taveta. They expect me to be in Udani. just for motivation. I'm a counselor and a motivational speaker. And I like it. That's one of the things that I like doing. And I think I do it because I did not start well in life. I didn't start well. I was not doing well. 3 times in my life, I missed being embarrassed by 2 people only. 3 times. Number 1, the first time, I was in Standard 4. I was position 86 out of 88. I bet on the 2 people. I was followed, and those were the days we were queuing. I was followed by my first cousin, Mere Wagari, and a fellow by the name Paul. Na Paul, ni Jehova anisaidia mimi na my cousin. Paul hakuwa amefanya mitihani. Standard 7, I was position 33 out of 35. And in Form 2, I was position 35 out of 37. But I remember, and this is why I'm saying, never quit on anybody when they are growing up. Some people change as they grow. That boy, it's not over until you can't give up. Never quit on your child. I came today because I would want us to have some good discussion on how we are going to help these boys. These boys are young. Let us first of all start there. These boys are young. They came to this school the other day. Na nimeshukuru mwalimu aliposema wakati mwingine ni sisi tunahitaji some counseling as parents. Do you know, by the way, there is no parent who is perfect? This book, the second book that I have just mentioned, Quit on a Child, is a book on parenting. It will make you a better parent. It's a very good book on parenting. The other one is a motivational book. But I want to say something that I had, and I put it there. No parent is perfect. But God expects us to do our part as parents. Not even parents. I'm a Christian. I didn't tell you this. I'm a Christian and I'm also a pastor, incidentally. So elsewhere you hear them calling me Lefred Gonye. I'm a pastor with the Soul Harvesters Church International. I'm currently in Keno town. Those who know Keno, we started a branch there not long, about 3 years ago now. And that's where I am. And nikisema yana nitasema hapa, I can even quote now even the Bible. Do you know, even in the Bible, nobody is perfect apart from Jesus. So don't look at yourself like you are the worst. You are not. I wish you can even go through the list of the 12 disciples. And this is the pastor now who is talking. The 12 disciples who were selected by who? I don't understand the criteria that Jesus used. Because according to me, none of them was qualified to be a disciple. According to me. Starting with Peter. He had an issue with his mouth. He was very mouthy. But Jesus saw something else in him. A strength. Kamwambia Peter, kuja, can you come and join me? I want to make you a fisher. Na ili ujua alikuwa na shida na mdomo. Sijui kama mnakumbuka wakati Yesu alikuwa anaosha wao miguu. Do you remember? Si alikataa? Yesu akamwambia, ikiwa sitakuosha tutaachania wapi? Aliambia Yesu, hapana, ilikuwa ni kuniacha nioshe hata kichwa. Kwani Yesu alikuwa ameenda kuosha vichwa? That was a reckless talk. Na wengine, people like Thomas, the doubter, John and James, the 2 brothers, hot-tempered. Matthew was a thief before he was called. And you can go on and on with the whole list. Bartholomew is not mentioned anywhere that he did 1 or 2. He must have been a very decent disciple who did nothing. But there is something that Christ saw in him. There is something hidden in you. You are good. You may not be able to do everything, but you can do something. Do we waste time here talking about the man by the name of Judas? That one was a professional thief. But there is something that was in him. There is something that is in every parent. Let us believe in ourselves. You are the best parent. Are we there? So, I was only trying to tell you that let us not give up on these children. One thing I want to mention to you is these parents. Can you start with your boy? Some of them are already discouraged. Encourage them. Is that okay? Encourage them. They have been discouraged by their own peers. Some of them. They have been told things. There was a time I was in Kirinyaga, in a certain school which I will not mention, but one of the big schools in Kirinyaga, and this boy, he is in Form 3, yours will be in Form 3 next year, and the boy follows me after I gave a talk. And the boy tells me something, that Daddy, thank you that you came to our school. You are God sent. You have really assisted me. I saw the boy cry. You know, a counselor see many people cry. So I asked him, why do you say so? That you are happy that I came. That boy told me, when you came telling us we must learn to accept who we are. And we stop self-condemnation, self-accusation, and self-criticism. That boy told me, I noted you were actually talking to me and addressing me. Nikamuuliza, why do you say so? That boy told me, I'm in Form 3 and this is the term. And right now, I can tell you without hiding the truth, I have not been performing. I am oscillating between a D and a D plus. Yet I joined this school when I got 379 marks. But the boy is oscillating between a D and a D plus. You get what I'm saying? Then the boy tells me, when you were speaking to us, I got to understand that I have been suffering from self-condemnation. Nimekuwa nikijidunisha sana. The reason, the day I arrived here in Form 1, a Form 4 boy met me the same day in the evening. Na kijana akaniangalia akaniambia ati kichwa yangu ni kubwa sana. Kwanza aliambiwa na Kikuyu, wewe na mtu munene muno. You know that thing affected the boy from the word go. Naona kijana pengine kaanza kujiguza kichwa kuangalia. By this time, I've not even seen the head myself. I am walking with the boy towards the administration block from the hall where we were doing the meeting. So he told me how he was told that his head is very big and that thing affected him until then. So, you know, I had to stop there and listen to the story. Kwa hivyo nikaangalia kijana. Sasa tukaangalia naye. I wanted to hear the story, but let me be open with you. I had already heard the story. I wanted to see the head. And when I saw the head, I confirmed it is big. Mpaka nikaanza kuja kwani yeye hajawahi kuona hii kichwa ni kubwa. But what really amazed me is a statement that came from that boy. That boy told me, this is that term. Next year I'll be in Form 4. Daktari, you have said something that has lifted something from my heart. My spirit feels good. I tell you today, he told me openly, I will not let you down next year. I will do well. And now I know where my problem is. Do you know that boy joined Form 4 the following term? He did term 1, term 2, term 3, he sat for KCSE. When the results came out, that boy was able to move his grade from a D plus to a B plus. What was the problem? What was the problem? Self? No, the head. That made the boy suffer from self-condemnation. His self-esteem came down. Maybe I'm talking to you and you don't know why the boy who happens to be your son is not performing. Most likely he has been told things. You can't make it. You are a cow. Some of them probably have even been, and unfortunately there are some parents who have that problem. You call your son those names. Hakuna mtoto ng'ombe. Sijui kama ni hapa niliambia wazazi, I think the other day when I came. Kuna kasichana hapa. You know these boys and girls wa siku hizi, sio kama wakati wetu. Huyu utamuita ng'ombe, atakuita kingine. Wakati wetu ungerudishia mama. Would you have answered back to your mom? Na siku hizi wanarudisha maneno. Unamwambia anakuambia. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Hapa kagema kasichana kamekosana na the mother. A Form 2 girl, a day scorer. I don't know what happened. Mama akaambia mtoto, wewe toka hapa ng'ombe wewe. That girl, I was told, jumped out of the kitchen because the mother was kind of ready to fight the girl. Actually alichukua kuni ilikuwa na moto. Kasichana kufika kwa mlango kalisimama kakashika ile frame. Kakaambia mama na Kikuyu, mami tukaswa kujuta ng'ombe. Nie die ng'ombe nie de gasau. Kakiumeria gagithie. I think you understand what the girl was saying. You understand? Hawa sio kama wakati wetu. Wakati yetu ulikuwa tu unaangaliwa na jicho, unajua kila mama anasema. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Siku hizi hiyo maneno ya kuangalia mtoto na jisho, do they understand? Siku hizi. By the way, I think we parents have failed in the test. Siku zile ulikuwa unaona mama na kuangalia na unajua anakuambia nini. Na siku zake kwa hii nyumba kuna wageni. You didn't have to be told. Unajua kuna mzee alikuja kwetu, sitamtaja kwa sababu hapa kunawezekana kuna neighbors, sijui. Najua mimi mtu hapa Murang'a area, si mimi ni wabali sana. Kuna mzee alikuja kwetu alikuwa ameheshimika sana. Mama akakaaga mayai na nyanya. Mama akarudi kitchen. Mimi niko pale, mimi sijapewa mayai. Mzee na ni mgeni amepewa. Sasa mama kigavura akarudi. Akanipata ule wakati anarudi, ndio nafuatana na mzee akikula na angalia yeye juu. My mother hakuniongelesha, lakini ile jicho aliniangalia nayo, nikajua kumeharibika. Nikaanza kuomba maombi mengine, Jehova naomba huyu mzee alale, na alikuwa neighbor. Kwani neighbor analalaga? Kwa sababu nilijua akitoka it will not be businesses, na kuambia niligogwa vita ingine kama ya mbwa. Sababu tu na sikukula nimekula mayai, ni kuangalia tu mtu akikula. I think those days were good. That's why we are what we are today. Because our parents took care of us. They took care of our discipline. True or not? Can we all celebrate our mothers? Can we celebrate them? Na sana hiyo kitu ilikuwaga na mama. Si wazee, ni mama. Mama walikuwa wakali sana. Hii wewe tatoa hiyo macho. Na niliambia wengine hapa wakaona kama ni Musa. Wewe tatoa hiyo macho jioni ukienda nyumbani. Hata kwa sababu umekasirika, uanza kutoa hiyo macho ukikuja midomo. Uniambia kama mtoto wako, utaona mmoja akikuangalia hapo, wa Saturday 6, akikuuliza maswali mengine, kwani wewe mgonjwa wa macho? They don't understand. And we are losing our children without knowing. Parents, how are you? Learn to encourage your boy. This boy at this stage is you ask these teachers, they can confirm. At this stage, these boys are very delicate. Mwalimu nilikuwa ni kweli. Very delicate. Before I came here, I was a teacher in Kigumo Bedera High School. Na nakumbuka kijana mmoja wa form 1 alipata grade ya alipata 80% in mathematics. 80%. Si alifanya vizuri sana. Walipoingia walikuwa wameambiwa hesabu si kama ile ya primary. They were the way we were also brothers hata walikuwa discouraged. Kaambiwa hesabu, fizikia, hapa hakuna kushika. Kijana kalipoona kamepata 80%. You know he has now defied the odds. Akaenda celebrating with everybody. Tell you know, akakutana na vijana sijua form 4. Wawili. Mmoja akamuuliza, "Kwa nini wewe unaruka hapa? Wewe mmono. Kwa nini unaruka hapa? Why are you so excited?" That boy said, "You know, niliambiwa hesabu hapa inakuwaga gumu, lakini nimepata 80%." The form 4 boy mmoja akachukua hiyo karatasi ya huyu kijana. Akaangalia to confirm like a teacher. To confirm kweli kama kijana kamepata 80. Na akaona kweli kakona nini? You know what the boy was told? That's why I'm saying you must be ready to encourage your boy. Kijana aliangalia kijana wa mwana akamwambia, "I can see umepata 80%. Lakini wewe ngoja uingie form 3. Hii 0 itarudi mbele." Sasa wewe badala ya kujua kijana anakuwa discourage na wengine hapa, badala ya kuja ku-encourage hata wewe unakuja ku-discourage. Unaangalia hiyo hesabu, kijana hapati vizuri, ako na 20%, alafu wewe ndio unamwambia hata umejaribu. Todo wananyokwa ndari kindu amenyaga mathabu tukimenyana. Hapana. Are we ready to support these boys? Are we going to encourage them? Parents, are we going to encourage them? Kindly. The second thing I want to mention to us. These boys and the deputy said it. In Form 2, you can lose these boys very easily. Form 2 is a very delicate class, and I will say it again. This when they are testing us, they will bring all sorts of visitors at home. Have they started? Even the visitor you know, you have already told the boy, huu kijana sio mzuri. Sasa anashindwa. Kwani ni rafiki yako ama ni rafiki yangu? Must you choose friends for me? They want to choose friends. And we must understand that we were also at the same stage one time when we did not want to see our mothers. Ulikuwa unashindwa hata mama ni wa nini. It is a stage. And I can encourage you also, the stage will go. I know wengine hapa already mumeanza kulia. The baby used to see the angel used to call Mark, Victor, is now turning against you. They are becoming defiant. This is the stage when they start testing. And I think the deputy said it so well. This is the stage they start testing every authority, including yours. This is the time when they will tell you, I am not going to church. True or not? Na akija kanisa, anafanya nini? Anakaa pale nyuma, anataka aone vile utafanya. Kwani utadu? Actually, they are testing you. And at this point, let me say this, parents. See how vijana walikuja hapa for last year. Can I tell you something? Do you want celebrations in 2026 at your home? Can you make sure that this boy is disciplined? Kindly. If you are not going to maintain that discipline now, you will not be able to do it next year when the boy will be in Form 3 and Form 4. Oh, kijana ni mchanga. This is a baby. This is a baby. It doesn't matter whether he is stronger now or not than the mother or the father. Na ikiwa, by the way, ikiwa uko hapa na wewe ni single mother, I want to thank God for you. Na wote tuko hapa ambao sio single mothers, can we clap for the single mothers who are here? There are some single mothers who are doing a very good job. Let me tell you this. They pay school fees, zero balance and everything. Lakini kuna kashida imepatikana. Watoto wengi wa single mothers wasipokaliwa wanaetea wazazi wao shida. Agree or dispute that? But that's the truth. Na ikiwa wewe uko hapa single mother, and by the way, I salute you. May God bless you. The single mother who is here. Na mimi nimezoea kusema, if you are not a single mother, mambo ya single mothers wachana nayo. I will say this one now as a counselor and as a pastor. If you are not a single mother, mambo ya single mothers achana nayo. Hakuna mtu anachagua kuwa single. Ni vile maneno tu inakuja. Wakati mwingine mtu anaona kama atauawa na mtu mwingine wanakaaga naye. Anakumbuka kwao, anarudi. Anakuwa single. Yes. Mwingine alifungua viago vyake vyote, akaambiwa ule ndio mlango. Na kukuona hapa tena takuwa shida. Akaona afanye nini? Na kuna mwingine alidanganywa akapewa mtoto. Na kuna mwingine wakalala wakiwa wawili, mmoja akakataa kuamka asubuhi. You get what I'm saying? Na niseme kitu mimi nimezoea kusema. Wakati mwingine tunaongea bila kujua kile tunafanya. Shetani ambaye alipitia kwa hiyo boma ana uwezo wa kupitia kwa wako. Leave those ladies alone. They are human beings. But if you know you are here and you are single mother, let me tell you this. Usiwahi kuonyesha mtoto wako kama kuna mwanya uliachwa na mtu. Hata walete ile inaitagwa proforma. Akileta uone pesa ni mingi. Usiwahi kuambia mtoto kitu kama hii. Sasa hii pesa yote itatoka wapi? Na unajua tuliachwa na baba. Mliachwa na nani? Na ni wewe uliachwa. No, it's wrong. Give that boy hope. Even if you know there is nothing in the account. Uone hiyo pesa, na uone ni mingi, hasa usibadilishe uso. Muulize na hii pesa kuna ingine ama ni hii tu. Angalia kwa hizo karatasi. Yani you are trying to tell the boy, I'm there for you. Are we there? Yes. Na ukiona unaendelea kila wakati anakuletea kasese atakwenda kwa sababu ni single mother, na by the way ni wewe ulimuonyesha kama kuna nini? He want to be the father there. Will he ever be? No. In fact, the other day niliambia wazazi wengine mahali, ikiwa uko hapa na ni vizuri niseme, pengine uko hapa na wewe ni single mother, na pengine hata hukusoma vizuri, hukusoma. Pengine wewe ulifika form 2, form 3, it doesn't matter, it's okay. Wewe hukusoma, hata Kisugu ni shida. Wakati mwingine, ikiwa uko hapa na wewe hukusoma, anakuja kukutiza na hii Kiingereza hapa Njiiri, nikuambie enda hata wewe ujifunze maneno manne ya Kiingereza. Akileta yake unakumbuka maneno magapi? Unaita unamwambia kaa hapa. Sister yako wako wapi? Abia yakae hapo. unawasomea na unawaambia ile siku ingine nitasikia mkiniletea shida hapa, tutaonana. All of a sudden unakumbuka maneno magapi? Sasa hiyo ni ya kunyamazisha. Unawaambia na kutoka leo mjue, I am the father, mother, husband and wife kwa hii boma. Ukaguthukira rohio to gutinagia mundu kuu. Unajua wakati mwingine hawa vijana wanataka kusturiwa. Anaanza kujua kwani mama madhe amepatwa na kichaa ama nini. Hata kusubua. I'm saying stand your ground. That's your home. Tell them hamuna usemo, hapa ni mimi ni na nini? Ni usemo ama ni usemi? Mimi ndio nina usemi, sio nyinyi. This is not your home. In fact, you can even tell them, hapa mjue nyinyi you are strangers. And not just strangers, you are refugees. Na sasa mnacheka kwani mtoto akiwa kwa refugee anavaaga nguo imenunua na nani? Si mtu mwingine anakuwa amenunua. Na chakula sinikupewa. Na ile kiatu kijana yako anavaaga kwa nyumbani nani amenunua? Na ile nguo amevaa hata ile ya ndani si ni wewe? Alafu niambie huo sio refugee. Waambie nimewaweka hapa so long as we are in school. Mkimaliza are we there? I mean, I'm saying sometimes you have to be very, very deliberate. Let's be very careful. From two parents, there are 3 mistakes that are normally committed. And they are normally committed by parents. And I want to address them for a minute or so. 3 mistakes that are normally committed. And they are committed by parents, like in Form 1. Last year, in which class were you? In which class were you? There are mistakes, and allow me to talk about this, that are normally committed, and I know the teachers who are here and the others who are there in your midst, they will confirm what I'm saying. 3 mistakes. Number 1, parents who always remind their children about their KCPE results. That's a mistake. When they came here, one of them led them. The other one was light at the bottom. True or not? Can I say it openly? The boy who was at the bottom, chances are there that boy can lead this class in 2026. Don't keep on reminding your boy. Ati unajua niliangalia kwa ile orodha, you are the best KCP, all the boys who join. You are still celebrating your son even today. Hata umepaga another party. Ya wale aniko hawakuja, wale wa Laikipia. Wanakuja Christmas, wanakuja hii midterm. Ati mkuje, nataka tuwe na sherehe. Unajua kama aliingia Njiiri na yeye tulikuja kugundua yeye ndio aliwashinda wote wale 585. Can I advise you, go and cancel that party. Pigia aniko simu mwambie tumehairisha mpaka 2026. Are we there? This business of praising your boy because he was the best last year when they were joining here, it will make the boy not work. To him. I don't know whether Mr. Dagwada you remember a boy, but I will not mention the names. When I was here, was it I think 28 or 29? A boy who came here, don't ask me who brought him here, but he was brought by somebody. I say somebody. That class was a very good class. I remember the first boy, I will not mention the name, alikuwa na I think 430 something marks. I think 436. 436, you still remember? So mwalimu can confirm. The boy had 436 marks. And the last boy that year had 365. Was it a good class? The last one, how many marks? And this one, the first one? And after they joined us, a boy came with a letter from one big office. That boy was not qualified to join us. The boy had 264 marks. How was he going to compete with them? I'm trying to encourage somebody here. And in fact, I remember some of us were even praying that the boy may go and transfer. Who do you taharibu mean? Lakini nikuambia kijana hakung'atuka, alikaa hapa miaka 4. Na tukaona at one point the boy kamesetu. When the results of that class were announced, I remember I think we were position 12 in the whole nation. We had 4 boys who got a C. One of the 4 C's, the last boys walikuwa na ngapi? Na grade gani? Na tulikuwa na some A's. That means even the boy with the 264, when he was joining, he was somewhere between an A and C. I think we can celebrate that boy. Is it true? But let me tell you, among the 4 C's, one of them belonged to the boy who had 436. That's what happens. Naona wengine mnaniangalia kama I'm not talking about your son. Kulikuwa na zile A's, moja ilikuwa yule kijana alikuwa na 365. Yule alikuwa wa mwisho akiingia wakati waliitwa, alipata a plain A. Na ni vile mnaniangalia kama unataka kujua mambo ya kijana wa 264. Mnataka kujua hiyo maana vile mnaniangalia. Mnataka kujua mahali alimalizia? Hiyo nitawaambia next year. Najua sasa nikiwaambia mambo yote nimalize sitaitwa hapa tena. Unajua mtu anabakisha zingine. Would you want to hear about that boy? That boy, it went viral. That boy missed a plain A, I think by 1 point. Usije kuambia kijana hapa ati aliongoza primary. This is not a primary school. Na yule mwingine yako chini sana, usije kukira wakati unamwambia we, no alikana aligetie, we menyerere. What are you telling the boy? Tell him now we are in high school and you are able and well able to beat these boys. Are we there? That's the point. Bwana asifiwe sana. Unajua vile mnakaa kanisa. Na mjue hakuna kanisa inamalizika bila sadaka. Na mimi ni pastor, kwa hiyo mgoje. Tukimaliza tutachukua kiodo hapa. Parents, I hope, are we talking? Are you get what I'm saying? Are you getting? These boys, one thing, make sure they are disciplined. Not the boys, make sure your son is disciplined. I want to say this, and thank God that we are here. And I tell you something, parents. Discipline starts. Where? Where does discipline start? How many teachers do we have here? 117. As I hear. 2,400 boys. Hawatawezana. Mwalimu hapa bwana Dagwetha, you are deputy. Na deputy wake mwingine pale. One of them is the one in charge of discipline. Ikiwa wewe unashindwa na wako na ni wawili, hawa watawezana 224 boys, 2,400 boys. Discipline starts where? That's why I started by telling you must ensure that that boy is disciplined. And if the boy knows what you say at home is what he said here, that boy atatulia. I want to give an example. The other day I was in a certain school, don't ask me which one. And there is this girl in one of the big schools in this country. A Form 2 girl is good. I'm talking to Form 2 parents. A Form 2 girl. Kameitwa na principal kwa ofisi. The girl has been becoming defiant. Everybody is making noise and complain about the girl. So on this Saturday, the principal invites the girl in class, in the office. And the girl is not ready to listen or communicate with the principal. Kamengeta. Kametoa sura ingine. Principal aliniambia alikasirika. Alikuwa amekaa pagine mahali mwalimu amekaa pale. Kasichana kamesimama hapa. Alikuwa kwa kiti yake. Aliniambia alisimama, alitaka kukachuna. And then I was told by the principal, that girl walked backwards 2 steps. Kakaangalia principal akamwambia wewe usiniguze. Hata mami haniguzi. Nani ameharibu mtoto? No, nani ameharibu mtoto? Anakuja kungetia mwalimu hapa anamwambia usiniguze, hata mami haniguzi. Kijana, mwalimu akaniambia yule msichana alimtuma nyumbani akaja na mama. Kaambiwa kile kilifanyika, kasichana akaambiwa you are going to clean that veranda. Along veranda, you know these schools that do rows, So there were these rows that, so she was told, that row is the one, you are the one, that veranda, the wrong one, from that end to the other end. Ni wewe utafanya nini? Na kuna another block, sasa imeran opposite. Kasichana kakatoka kwa ofisi, mama akabaki kwa basaa, akimaliza na mambo ya basaa. Hakujua ni korido gani mtoto alikuwa ameambiwa. Lakini anyway, alipochomoka, lazima angepitia between the 2 blocks. Kulingana vile shule yao imejengwa. Kuchomoka hivi akaona msichana wake ako pale akimop. Akileka muuliza, yani hii veranda ndio mwalimu alisema mtoto wangu ataosha. Do you know alirudi kwa ofisi? Discipline starts at home. Aliambia principal, mwalimu, nimeona ile farada umeambia mtoto wangu aoshe, lakini hata nyumbani hafanyagi kazi kama hiyo. Nataka unipatie ruhusa nimsaidie amalize ili arudi wapi? Kwa class. These people, they think very fast. You can't play a silly game with a teacher. Mwalimu amwambia, sasa mama Ann, ni sawa ikiwa unataka kumsaidia. Wefanya hivi, weka bagi hapa, akaitisha bucket na mopa. Silipokuja, mwalimu akachukua ile bagi akamwambia, hebu ikuwekee vizuri hapa kwa drawer, akaweka kwa drawer na akafuga. Mwingine asiingia kwa hapa kwa ofisi atoe mali yako. Alipoona amefanya hivyo, alijua now I have got her. Akamwambia, fanya hivi, bucket imekuja na hii mopa, fanya hivi, hiyo farada ingine ni wewe utafanya. Kwa hivyo mtoto akifanya ile, anaamuka kuangalia pande ile, anashindwa, kwani hata mama alipewa punishment. Discipline starts where? Hawa vijana hawatakufa. Wazazi, hebu niwaambie, sometimes fight. Hey, I'm saying sometimes this is a baby. Huyu kijana alikuja, in fact when I talk with them, I tell them they are big babies. Sometimes fight. Toa fujo. Aswa sana. Anakuletea umang'aa, wakati mwingine hata wewe unaamka. And that kind of discipline also goes hand in hand with what? With counseling. It's also good to start counseling this boy. This boy at his stage, the age he is in, he can listen to you, he will hear. Even when he does not want to execute what you say, he has already hand. Usifikiria hawa ni matoto, they will hear whatever you are saying. So those two things, they go together. Counseling, that's why even in school there is discipline department and the counseling department. Na wewe usione haya kuongea anything with your son or with your daughter. These fellows are more exposed than we are. Ongea na yeye. Na wakati mwingine usiende tu ate maneno na shida ati ni kwa nini na kuona, hapana. Talk with the boy. Talk with that child. Unajua kuna mzazi mwingine ameita kasichana kake, ameambiwa akakabia, nimeambiwa wakati wowote nikitoka hapa asubuhi na wewe unajipanga unatoka. Unaingia bathroom, unajipanga unatoka kutoka leo. Sitaki kusikia umetoka kwa hii boma. I was told that girl, and then the mother told the girl, Ann, wanaume ni wanyama. Hakusema kitu kingine, ati that is counseling. Kuambia mtoto wanaume, akachukua mkoba wake akaenda job. Sasa unaambia mtoto ati wanaume ni wanyama. Na kwanza mnakaaga na daddy, ashakukula. Why are you confusing that girl? Tell her what you want to tell her. She will understand it better. You know, she knows what you are telling her. But then when you still keep on going, although I always say, ukiona mama akisema wanaume ni wanyama, kuna uwezekano kuna siku aliumwa. Kwa sababu kuna wazee wengine wanaka behavior, lakini si hawa ambao wako hapa, wanakaaga kama wanyama. Yaani unaona yale mambo wanafanya na anafanyia mama. You know, I always tell people, wanaume wanakuwaga na trait ya wanyama. Na I think that's why angalia, Adamu aliumbwa na Mungu, hakuwa na mke, walikuwa wanakaa na nani? Si walikuwa wanakaa na wanyama Adam. Alafu uniambia huo sio mnyama? Mama, take care. Unakaaga na mnyama. So barap, utagogwa. Na that's why I always say, unasikiaga wazee wengi wanaitanishwa na wanyama. Mathenge, ngigĩ, ndegwa, wanjaũ, gacaũ, gatia, ngarĩ, njũkĩ. Ndamũgeithia atumia. Anyway, may God bless us. Let there be discipline. Right from where? One time, and I like quoting this man. There's a man by the name Billy Graham who said something that I will never forget. Billy Graham said this: if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. But if character is lost, everything is lost. As you talk about that grade A, kindly make sure you get that good character. A good A can make you cry until tomorrow. Yes, a good A, but no character. Have you not seen pharaohs who have gone to the universities? But their mothers today are crying. Have you not seen them? Wazazi nikitaka kuwauliza jambo moja na ni jambo la busara. Can you make sure that you cultivate that culture of good character in your children? Hakuna kitu kinauma mzazi, na mimi ni mzazi. Hakuna kitu kinauma mzazi kama kuna mtoto wako ndiye huyu nimemlea vizuri ameharibika, ni huyu ameniacha ameenda. Unakaa pale unamuona vile anaingia kwa nyumba yako, unaanza kushindwa, is this my parents? You understand what I'm talking about? Itauma wewe kuliko vile gorofa yako ikiporomoka itakuuma. Kuna mtoto ameenda, kuna mtoto ameingia katika madawa ya kulevya. It hurts a parent. We must start it from now. Are we their parents? So I would have to say that we have talked about how many mistakes? One. Which one? Don't remind him about KCP. Now that's where hata mambo ya discipline inaingilia. Now mistake number 2. Their parents here, Mr. Principal, I can confirm. You know, I also saw the grades. Parents, their parents here. Your child is not stupid, but you promised your child transfer when he was coming here last year. Thank you. I have one supporter there. Can I confirm that boy is not working? And the best you can do today before you go home, let him know no transfer. Ikiwa ulimwambia anaenda ni shule gani, wewe ulikuwa umemwambia anaenda wapi? Wewe wako alikuwa anaenda wapi? Ikiwa ulimwambia anaenda Mangu, unajua hata hajui hiyo Mangu. Ukitoka hapa mwambie, by the way, yule principal tulikuwa tunafuata sana wa Mangu, alipewa transfer akaenda Turkana Boys. Sasa ni kama hakuna uwezo wa kukupeleka hapo. Utasomea wapi? Atakasirika leo, kesho atakuwa ametulia, and you will see grades coming. Some of us, we told, you know, without knowing, we told them, we didn't know the danger. Na ile hatari ilifuatwa na hiyo statement. That's why some of them are not performing, as I can see with the, with whatever was displayed here. But I also want to say this. It doesn't mean again you put a boy here until he is through with school, so that he leaves this school and people will be saying that he was in Njiiri school. Imagine he comes here, stays here, then gets no good grade. I am happy when I listen to the teachers here, including the class teacher, the class mistress, the form mistress, I think, the lady who was there. There are times when you must think about even the environment. You know, some of you probably thought that the teachers are saying that you remove your students from here. They are not. I know, I have been talking to them here. They are very happy when they see many, many boys here. But you see, as a father and as a mother, they can see danger. I heard Mwalimu saying of a boy they transferred. See, I also know there is a boy who came from this school. Akaenda hapa shule inaitwa Mudhidhi Secondary. When I was here, that boy got a B+. B+ in Mudhidhi. But when he was here, the boy was always among the bottom. Alipoenda pale, he became their star. The issue is not the school, the issue is the grade. You get what I'm saying? So it's also good also to listen. Listen to that boy. What is he saying? But again, don't you go giving in anyhow. You can transfer all of them. You go and ask them. Majority of them were not coming here in Form 2. Majority of them were going on transfer. But they found themselves back where? Enda uuliza wao watakwambia. Vile walikuwa wanaambiana mimi sikuji. Walipofika kwani umekuja? Hata mimi nimerudi. They were not. And now they realize, it's like we are not like to live. And then you see the performance going up. Anyway, it's a tip that I'm giving you. It is important. Mistake number 3. It is where you see a parent becoming a general. And I said these mistakes are normally committed by parents in form. But this third one, it is normally committed by any parent. Parents who are general. General parents. They always talk about the school, about the class. Why is this class not performing? Ask about why is my son not? Because you are not the class teacher. Leave the class with the class teacher and Njiiri school with the principal. Are we there? He is the father of the 2,400 boys. The class teacher is the mother or the father of the 50 or the 60. You are the mother of who? Can you mention your son? But you are the father of who? Or the mother of who? I hear Karen and Alex. Yes. Angazia macho yako hapo. The moment the boy realizes you're also becoming a bit general, and I always give an example. Mzazi anakuja anauliza kijana yake, hii chemistry kwa nini mmeanguka hivi? Kwa nini mmeanguka chemistry hivi? Na mimi naulizaga wazazi, mtoto wako ukimuuliza hivyo, wameanguka chemistry wakiwa na nani? I will not even go beyond there. Lakini swali ni je, wameanguka chemistry wakiwa na nani? Is it not I love what Mr. Principal said? Mambo ya school fees, did you hear him say it is an individual? Yes. There are things that we must be very careful about. I can say our time is gone and it's not bad. We are not doing badly. By the way, are you getting something? Munaona kama tutakuja hapa next year but one celebrations. Tutakuja. By the way, there is a way you can organize yourselves. This class end up keeping a record that has never been kept in this school. They break all the records. They put a record that they will never be broken because only one class is behind them, the Form 1s. I'm talking about the 844 system. Can we be the class? Wait, can we be the class? Is it possible that these fellows keep a record that has never been kept? Yes. It is the small things. I always tell people, when we go for these meetings, people think that they are going to be told great big things. We are not telling you the big things that you thought we would tell you. We are telling you about the small things that matter in life. You know what? A big door moves on small hinges. Right? Parents, in Form 2, let us fix the hinges, and all shall be well. The next thing I want to say, fathers and mothers, listen to me. Create time for your child. This class, as I said, is a very delicate class. Can you make sure, and not only for this one, make sure you give time to your children. This is what we call quality time in counseling. Give them time. Have time to walk with them. Take them for an outing. When there is a meeting like this, usijipatie shughuli. Kuja. Let the boys see you. And fathers, let us not keep on delegating so much, even what we must do. Na wazee ni vizuri niseme hapa. Kuna mzee nilikutana na yeye. I had gone for a meeting. Actually where my child is. Na mzee ni rafiki yangu sana. Sitataja jina, sitataja anafanya nini, but he is a busy man. The man dropped the child in Form 1. Form 2, he never visited the school because he is busy actually working for the Republic of Kenya. Form 3, he did not appear. He is working for the Republic. Form 4, he comes. That was last year, I remember. And I want everybody to listen to this. When he got in school, and they were told after the meeting, you can now go and meet the girls. Msichana wake kumuona. The man did not know that whatever he was doing was working against the child. The girl told the dad, "Dad, at last you have come." She fell on her knees. Akashika miguu ya baba yake akalia. Imagine, Daddy, at last you have come. That girl cried. What does that one tell you? He was waiting for who? He was waiting to see the father in school. That man came and told me, this is first time. I made up my mind today. Not any one day will I miss, even collecting him, because I must make defenses. Even collecting him during midterm and the long holidays, I will be coming to pick the child the whole of this year because I want to erase that picture from her head. You get what I'm saying? Mwalimu, that girl was getting C's. But the fact that she saw the father, I think something got out of her. She was at C minor. That girl got a B brain. I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? Wakati mwingine tunaona kama ni msaha tukituma na wazee ni vizuri niseme. Babies or children get to know their mothers when they are in the womb. A professor told us that. Mtoto anajua mama ni mama akiwa kwa tubu. There is a relationship that That's why unaona mtoto anazaliwa the same day wanaanza kucheka na mama. Wewe mlicheka lini? The last time. Do you know the same professor told us, yule mtoto anakuja kujua mama ni mama akiwa kwa tubu. Anakuja kujua babake ndiye babake akiwa na 1 year and a half, 18 months. Na sio kukujua kwa ukweli, ni kuanza kujiuliza maswali mingi. Kwani huyu mzee anakuja kila jioni na analala hapa na anatoka asubuhi, kwani ni wa hapa? Anaanza kujiuliza. To them, you are a stranger there. And I will say this, that's why you find when our children grow up, some of them hawana shughuli na baba zao. True or not? Yes. Unaona mama anagojeka akiwa Nyandarua, Karau, karibu na engineer area hiyo. Mama anakohoa tu, anaitwa aende Nairobi na anatumaniwa Uber from Nairobi Isiri, achukuliwe Uber iende ipeleke mama wapi? Akaone Dr. Ayuga. Na nikivua, na sio corona, nikivua tu. Wewe mzee jaribu ugojeke. Wewe jaribu tu, wewe walidhie hanini. Unaumwa na tubu. Yule kijana wako ambaye aliita mama na akatuma Uber, atakuitia daktari wa ng'ombe wa Karau. Tabia eda gari ya mzee nasikia kuna shida ya tubu. Uone kama kuwa ni minyoo, unaweza kupatia ile ya kondoo. Because there is no link. When they were growing, you know, there is something I have put in this book. Be there with them so that when they will, that is when they need you. So that when you need them, they will also be there for you. As they grow, and kazi yako ni kupiga mama yao. This is another animal. They don't know you are a stranger, na wanakuona ukinyorosa mama yao. Yule wanapenda. Alafu ufikiria watakuitia Uber. Hii maneno haiendi hivyo. I'm telling you, you'll be in trouble. Wait until they are grown ups. Kindly go home so that you may be known. Iga broro brother, inuka. Let them see you during the weekend. I'm telling you. Do you know children? I don't know. You cannot separate them from their mothers. Let me first of all be open. You can't. And I'm addressing the men as a counselor now. Kindly go home. Yesterday, I was invited in one of the national schools, specifically to meet a couple. There was a meeting on Friday, I will not mention where. The two did not appear, simply because they are not in good terms. Huyu anafikiria huyu anaenda, huyu anafikiria huyu anaenda. So both of them, the boy called the mother, not the father. Wait, my friend, hautaitwa. Aliita mama, na kuita mama akamwambia unajua sikuweza. Daddy alikuja hakukuja. The boy started crying on phone. Alafu akaambia mama, I am tired with life. Sasa wakaona danger. In fact, I was invited yesterday there. Kaenda nilikuwa na shughuli nyingine lakini karash pale tukakutana na wale wazazi. Tukaongea na wao. Na wakaona the reason why they must be there. Kindly be there for that child. Is that okay? Unajua tukiwa leta hapa shule wasome, tunakuwa na ile kitu inaitwa transfer of power. Do you know that? Leo ni wewe unapeleka yeye shule, akigojeka wewe ndio unapeleka yeye wapi? Si. Unamwambia aje kesho asubuhi amuka mapema nikupeleka wapi? Transfer of power means kuna siku inakuja yeye ndiye atakuwa akikwambia mam ujitayarishe asubuhi inakuja nikupeleka yeye hospitali. Aliyekuwa akipelekana anapelekwa. Leo wewe ndio unanunua zawadi, yeye ndio atakuwa akikwambia nimekuletea zawadi. That's what happens in this life. What kind of a boy will you have? These boys are informed too, it is not over until it is over. I have mentioned something to do with, I have two things after this, and then we are done. I mentioned something to do with fathers and mothers, or other parents. Do you know there are some parents, and I will say it, and this is something I always say. There are some children, not parents, who are not doing well where they are in their schools. Not because they are stupid, not because there is a problem in the school, but because there are issues at home. Vita ya mama na babake. Mabishano. Tena watoto wakiwa hapo. Why? Even if you have to quarrel, can't you wait until they sleep? Can't you wait? Na in fact, if you know you are here na ukuja hapa na muko na kashida nyumbani, usiambia kijana, mwambie babako naona kama ako karibu sana sasa kuokoka. Vile anaendaga kanisa na unajua vile alikunyorosa last night. Lakini vile ninamuona naona kama amebadilika, amekuwa mzuri sana. Don't come and show the wrong side or the bad side of your husband or your wife. These things affect the children, and I like giving stories. Let me give you a very brief one, and then I come in with my last two, and I am done. A boy came to my office, hapa Thika. The boy was accompanied by the mother, and the boy is not doing well in school, so he was referred there. And when the boy came, I am talking with him. It's not even 10 minutes. I mentioned the father. That boy looked at me. A taller boy, a Form 3 boy, taller than me, stronger than me. Aliniangalia kwa macho akaniambia, excuse me, I have just mentioned the father. Don't mention that man. I hate him. Hawezi kuita baba yake baba. Anamuita nani? That man. Kasi yake ni kupiga my mom. That boy narrated the story. He told me, si mara moja, mara mbili nimeona mami akipigwa. Na siku moja sitasahau, the boy broke and he cried. Nilikuwa standard 3 na kijana ako form 3. When I was in school, I remember we were taught about the subconscious mind. Mahali tunaweka nini? Information. Sometimes, maybe after a long time, that box start releasing some information. Kumbe kijana, hii maneno imemuigia kigia form 3, akaanza kukubuka na kuona kwa mapicha vile alikuwa anaona mami akipigwa. That boy just dropped in form 3. Amesubuka. The boy told me mama alipigwa asubuhi. It was before 6 in the morning. Na alipoona madadi atamuua, alitoka akaenda. Baba alijipanga akajitayarisha akaenda job. Mama came after 2 hours. Alikuja amefuga leso kwa kichwa. Alikuwa amegogwa, alikuwa na bleed. Sijui nani akampatia leso. Mami alikuja, and this thing was so moving in my office. Kijana niambia, mami alikuja akachukua virago vyake, nguo, viatu zingine, mali kidogo kidogo, akaeka kwa bag. Nichukua hii bag yako mama. I wish you had a big one. Hiki ni kiokega. Sitafungua. The boy told me mama alipoweka mali yake ile alihitaji, alienda kwa mlango. The boy told me my other small boy, my other brother was smaller than me. Yeye alikuwa standard 3, the boy was in form 1, the other one. Mama akasimama pale kwa mlango akawaambia, my sons, nawapenda sana lakini bye bye. Tutaonana siku nyingine. That mother cried at the door when the 2 boys were gazing at her. And the boy told me, mommy left. I didn't see her again. I saw her last year when I was in form 2. Usitanje huo mzee tena hapa. I don't know, am I talking to somebody? That boy, by the time he came, he was like the other boy he was talking about. Alikuwa mtu mzuri. He was in one of these schools that now we call the extra county school. Like Njiiri, by the way. I will not mention where in the school. That boy was like the other boy. Alikuwa anapata tu madis. Pale tu. Lakini kijana alikuwa sijui na 382 wakati alikuwa anaingia. But I'm happy. After he came 4 times, the fourth session was done. The boy told me, Daktari, thank you very much. I don't intend to come back here and tell my mom I'm very happy she brought me here. Yale maneno umeniambia sijawahi kuambia na mwingine. And I promise you I'll do well. That boy got an A-. What was the problem? Sida ilikuwa wapi? Watu wawili ambao wako na akili na hawatumii vizuri. Let your children even know that you trust their mother. Najua kuna wazee wengine they don't trust their mothers. Their husbands, their wives. Other wives don't trust their. Sijui, hata unaona kuna mzee hata kwa sababu ya lack of, na watoto wanajua when we don't trust one another. Unaona hata kuna mzee analala Na kwanza kabla alale lazima ajipore mali yake yote. Aweke kwa kinyasa ingine analaga nayo. Na akilala analala na style moja. Kwa sababu anajua kuna vile naweza kuanza kubehave hapa kwa bed ni porowe. Yaani ni kama wezi wawili wanalala kwa nyumba moja. Those things eventually affect who? I don't know. Are you following what I'm saying? Mmepata vizuri kile nimesema? And as I come to close, because I want to close, I can see it's actually exactly one. I want to, lakini mumesoma kitu? Mumesoma kitu? Mwalimu, I love this part. They are good. You look like you are very good parents. Ama ni kujifanya? Unajua vile ninaona vile mnaongea, vile mnafuatana na mimi, hakuna hata mtu anaenda choo na vile mnasubua pasta kwa kanisa. Yani, you know, I like this I think the best class. Hakuna mtu anaenda na kanisa, lazima pasta aseme kwanza msitoke tena nikumaliza na maliza. Sasa tumekaa hapa hii time yote na hamwedi. Kwani mnalala hapa? Na hapa hakuna domu zenu. Anyway, I'm only trying to tell you whatever I'm telling you because ningetaka tusaidiane. Let me come with two things. And I'm going back to the issue of discipline. And the reason, Mr. Dagwada, I'm going back to it is because of the stage of these boys. Discipline must be our business, not my business. If you are married and you live together, kindly, can you take this one as the responsibility of how many people? Mama, usione mzee akigoga mtoto na ile mchipi uingilie. Kwanza discipline ya wazee. Thank you. Kuna mzee anasema dio. Discipline ya wazee kwanza wa mama ni waambie inaingia kuliko yako. Let me be open. Discipline ya mzee. That's why utashinda hapo the whole day making fun and not fun but making noise. Wewe. Unaona vile umefanya? Babako anakuja. Hata wewe unajua. Yaani ni kama kuna mnyama uko kwa ajia ukikuja badala ya kudiscipline mtoto. Lakini wenyewe ni hata kwa sababu hata wewe unafanya nini? Unajua. Discipline ya mzee inaingia. There are those who will not entertain their child, maybe the only child, being disciplined. One day that child will discipline you. Hapa Nyeri, county ya Nyeri, nikaenda nikahudhuria mkutano, nilikuwa nimeitwa kwa shule. Baada ya mkutano mwalimu niliitwa na principal kama Mr. Mwangi, akaniambia daktari, mimi nilishaga hapa last wiki jana. Mzee aliingia kwa hii ofisi yangu, akaniambia mimi ndiye baba fulani, nisikizeni wazazi, yule kijana mlifukusa, alikuwa arudi hapa last week on Friday, hatukumuleta, lakini nimekuja kukilia. I've come to clear. The principal told the man, no, you can't clear. Actually, it's the boy who should come clearing. You can only clear with the basa. Lakini maneno ingine yote, si kijana akuja achukue clearance form. Mwambie aigie, nimpatie clearance form na wewe uklie na basa. Mzee kusikia maneno yale, principal aliniambia, alikaa chini bila kupewa kiti, akainama, akalia. Akatoa harika chief, akaanza kujifuta machozi. Mwalimu akaona hapa kuna shida, akamuuliza mzee, kwani kuna shida gani? Mzee na ni mzazi alisema kitu kilinigusa mimi. Aliambia principal, mwalimu, kijana yangu sikuja naye. Alikuwa arudi hapa last week on Friday. Hiyo Friday tulimuzika. Mlipomtuma for 2 weeks, aligongwa risasi na polisi. Walipatikana mahali Dadora. Na yeye sasa tunaongea si kijana tuweza kuita hapa. Already ameenda. Lakini si waraumu kama shule. Listen, si waraumu kama shule. Isigalikuwa ni mke wangu, singempoteza my only son. Because this boy has been troublesome from the time he was in standard 6. Na every time I tried to discipline the boy, mama alikuwa anakuja katikati yangu na kijana ananiambia, unauliza mtoto wangu nini? Ikiwa kuna jambo ni mimi ndio mtu mzima. Right now as I talk, where is the boy? And you know why the man was crying? The only boy. He had only two, a girl and a boy. Akaambia principal, nina uchungu tena sana. I am 57. My wife is 55. We can't get another baby. Na ninaumwa sana. Lakini siwaraumu. Surely. Did I talk about discipline coming from where? What did I say? It starts from where? It starts from home. That boy, as we talk, is down. 6 feet under. I want to finish by saying this, and it has been said maybe from other quarters. And I like what Morim said, but I will say it. Kaidre, support your child. Let the child, your boy be here when the others are here. Are we their parents? Kaidre, let your child be here. Let this boy never miss class because of school fees. Even if it means you sell something at home. When they live here for home, anything between here and home, anything. You know, when they are close in school, I understand teachers are normally moved to Thika to ensure that nobody stops at Thika town. That culture started when I was here. Walimu wanaenda pale Thika, wengine sijui Murang'a, to ensure no boy from Njiiri is seen allowed there. When they are told to go home, maybe on a Friday, there are a few of them for school fees. Kuna walimu watatumwa pale. So what do you think might happen in Thika? That's where they might even be introduced into drugs. Are we there? Yes. Nikasema jambo lingine na wazazi wengine, wasichana wakaambiwa waende kwa sababu ya school fees. 5 hawakuenda. Hapa tena actually county ya Nyeri. 5 wakaolewa na vijana wa bodaboda. Na wedding ama marriage ilikuwa last Friday to Monday morning. Alafu waachiliwa waende nyumbani. Mama anafikiria mtoto wako wapi? Na mwalimu anafikiria mtoto wako wapi? Kaide, take care of that child. If the boy comes and tells you, buy me this book, kaide, buy. Geometrical set, whatever is required, support your son. Support that child. And all shall be well. I may not even stay here emphasizing on the issue of school fees, because that one is something that you have already been told, and you know what actually happens and what can actually happen. It is my prayer that in the year 2026 we shall all be gathered somewhere, maybe here, because we have done the, do you know this class could even be the best in the nation? Is it possible? Yes, they can read. And remember, there is power in the spoken. There is power in the spoken. Usiita mtu ng'ombe, si ng'ombe, si tumekuja kujua hivyo. Yes, although nawaambia hata mtu akiwaita ng'ombe, shida si yule anakuita ng'ombe, shida ni yule anaitwa nini? Kwa sababu hakuna vile mtu anakuita ng'ombe on a Friday, alafu on Monday you are behaving like a cow. You know, I don't know whether you are getting it. Yeah. People you are not anybody's opinion. Tell them that. Tell them they are victors. They are not the victims. Tell them that they can make it. Even when they are told, he is zero, itarudi bere. Let them know. There you are. Otherwise, I don't want to go beyond there. I am so happy with you, Pare. Imagine I have loved you. Your patience. It is good. I want to say, may God bless you. May God bless Njiiri School, and more so, may your boys excel. That's my prayer. Asanteni sana. Oh, all right. Sorry, I am being reminded here by Mwalimu here. I give you my numbers. I normally forget. Forgive me for that. Are you ready? I give you my numbers. You know you may have an issue, eh? Or your neighbor may have an issue. Najua mambo inaharibika. Wakati mwingine, it's good to have those numbers. 0712 582 443. 0712 582 443. I have another number which starts with 0789. Those who are writing, you can write fast. 0789. The rest are the same. 582 443. My name is Dr. Gonye. I can hear somebody asking the name. My name is Dr. Gonye. 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 And as I sit, let me also ask you, have you taken the number? Oh, yes, eh? All right. Jubilee Counseling Center is our center. I have these books with me, the 2 copies that I mentioned to you. I would have to ask you, kindly, my friends, if it is possible, and I know it is possible, can you make sure that your son go through this book? Not this other one, this one. Do nothing. Can I hear whether you can still remember? Do nothing. Do nothing. Tell your neighbor, do nothing, be nothing. Make sure you ask your son to read through this book. It's only 112 pages. It's a book that will open his understanding. I wrote it against a background that I tried to bring up to you, or rather to you, when I was not a performer. But then I realized anybody can make it. It's there, and not only for your child in this school from Saturday 6, and more so. Can you make sure you go through this book? It's not a book for children. If you can read, kindly read. This other one, you don't have to buy for the children. If they read, there's no problem. But the material is on parenting. The only person atasaidika sana ni muzazi. It is there. You'll get a lot of information. I have these 2 books. They are there. And I have a few copies with me. They are out here. There is a young man who is there. And I would love to ask you, as you go out, you can take the 2 copies. They go for 500 shillings, but I'll give you at a price that is not that high. Those who won't take today, you can take at 400 shillings. Both of them, 800. 400, 400. Otherwise, I have loved you. You are good parents. Asanteni sana, and God bless you. Asante sana mwalimu.